Hey guys, Jesse here. I am streaming live right now. If you guys want to check me out, I'm on Twitch and YouTube. You can find links below. Follow me there. I love me a good lore archetype, I gotta say. Fallen Valbaz, All-Star. Diabellstar, also, no pun intended, All-Star. I wasn't too hot on Vsauce, or Visas, however you want to say it. Well, mainly because like all the connected archetypes didn't work too well together. A little difficult to get all the stuff that you would like in one deck with Visas. And now we have a peek at the next lore archetype. It looks like it's going to be called Artmegia, but this guy seems to be the new lore character. He's gonna be called Medeus the Innocent. He's a level 4 Dark Fairy with 1800 attack and 1800 defense. He's got an on summon effect. You can take an imprisoned deity monster from your deck, either add it to your hand or special summon it. That's kind of insane. Already. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one monster from your hand or face up on the field into the deck. And if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Already, this guy seems like he might be an interesting pick for the Deckmaster if everything can fall into his domain. Because right now I'm looking at him, he's got Dark Fairy. The words Medeus the Innocent are not the archetype, so hopefully everything's in imprisoned deity, because he does have imprisoned deity access. So we'll see if everything falls under that, because if it does, this guy's gonna be an all-star Deckmaster, to be honest. But we really won't know how good this guy is until we read the rest of the cards, right? Next up, we got another main deck monster, Artmegia Fine Melt, Light Warrior, level 7, 2400 attack, 1500 defense. If you control an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can draw one card. Card neutral, +1 summon. That's kind of crazy. Your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower Artmegia monsters you control card effects. During the main phase, if you control 3 or more monster types, quick effect, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Also, their current attack becomes halved. You just get to forbidden droplet your an opponent's whole field. That's kind of crazy. Wild effects, but the first thing I notice is that this is part of the Artmegia archetype, which is not the imprisoned deity archetype. So we're gonna have to figure out something else for a Deckmaster, because if you played this fellow, you would not be able to play Fine Melt, which is a problem. So we'll keep reading the cards. Hopefully we can find some sort of Deckmaster for this. But just talking about her effects, she's a +1 on her summon. It's free. There's really, you just need an Artmegia card. Protecting your level 6 or lower Artmegia monsters from being targeted, and then just forbidden dropletting all your opponent's monsters. That is kind of crazy to me. This is huge. I don't even know what to sell it. I don't even know what yeah, +1 extender, blanket targeting protection, conditional negate and debuff. And it's a quick effect. It is a quick effect. That's pretty crazy. I am noticing that it's talking about 3 or more monster types, so maybe there will be some sort of monster that mentions all those monster types or not, who knows. I'm not sure if it's going for like a tri-brigade thing or if there's just an abundant of monster types and you need to have at least 3 to do their things. Next we have Artmegia Graflair, level 5 Light Dragon, 2100, 1500. If you control an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can set an Artmegia spell from your deck. I'm noticing it doesn't say monster, so there's probably like continuous spells and traps. The first time this card will be destroyed by battle, each turn is not destroyed, and you can target one spell or trap your opponent controls to destroy it. This is a quick effect if you control 3 or more monster types. I'm seeing a theme. 3 or more monster types. Dragon, Warrior, Fairy, and they're light, dark so far. Artmegia Litera, light spellcaster. So far everything's light dark, but from what I remember, I can see below, they're not all light dark. But she's a level 3 light spellcaster, 400, 1800. If you control an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can add an Artmegia card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh my gosh. Dude. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. The last effect is during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect, you can special summon an Artmegia monster from your hand or graveyard, except itself, then return this card to the hand. This one does not require 3 different types, so that's pretty nice. So this on summon adds back a card from graveyard. This on summon sets a card from your deck, and this on summon draws you a card. The third effect is wild given the prior cards. Yeah, special summon Artmegia from your hand or graveyard. But I mean, so first thing off the bat, the previous Artmegia cards don't have on summon effects because it's tied to the activation of the effect that special summons it. But you could quick effect use their protection effects. The first time this one's destroy a battle, it's not. This one says you can't. Your lower 6 or lower stuff can't be targeted. But this guy's not an Artmegia card, so he can't be summoned. Here is the first imprisoned deity, Beast of Artmegia. He's an Earth illusion. I'm always excited to see illusions, but he's Earth. He's ruining the whole vibe we had going on of light dark monsters. Oh, but you know what? Oh, no, never mind, that doesn't matter. He is an imprisoned deity and Artmegia card, Earth Illusion, but then you want to be able to play the first guy. He's a level 1 Earth Illusion, 300, 200. You cannot special summon this. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion monsters. That's not a downside for me, to be honest. During your main phase quick effect, you can fusion summon an Artmegia fusion monster or Nerva, the imprisoned deity of creation, from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including this card. Okay, so it's a quick effect fusion. You have to use this. This is kind of gives me Cartesia vibes. It doesn't have a way to special itself, but I imagine that won't matter. There's probably ways to get multiple things out in the archetype. But if this card's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can add an Artmegia spell trap from your deck to your hand with a different name from cards in your graveyard. If this card is sent from your hand or field. So if you get him out, use him as fusion material, he then searches. Or if you can just discard this guy from hand or field. Yeah, you could discard it, use it as fusion material in hand. This is pretty good in my opinion. I like this a lot. Artmegia Diaktoros, the first fusion. It's a level 8 light fairy, 28, 25. It takes a Medeus the Innocent and an Artmegia monster. The first effect is you can target one monster on the field, change its battle position. Unfortunately, that's not a quick effect. That'd be pretty good. When your opponent activates a card or effect on the field and you control 3 or more monster types, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Again, needing 3 types is kind of a theme with this archetype so far, or these series, whatever you want to call it. Then if this fusion card is destroyed, you can target a special summon. You can special summon a Medeus the Innocent from your hand, deck, or banishment. Okay, yeah, this is always going to get your Medeus back. It has to be fusion summoned and destroyed though, so kind of crazy. Change of battle position, negate and destroy. Always goes back into Medeus, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. The battle change position is not super important, I imagine, but it's a negate. Every archetype boss monster has a negate, right? It's fair. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Nerva, the imprisoned deity of creation. Level 10 Earth Illusion Fusion, 3300, 3300. The materials are 3 Artmegia monsters. Oh boy, that's kind of rough for us here in Domain Land, because this is an Artmegia monster, but I don't imagine you want to use them as material. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 4 Artmegias to work with, one of which you don't want to use. I guess 4 options plus him. But must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck in defense position by attributing 3 monsters with different types. Okay, things are looking up now. Just needing 3 types on the field, right? Yeah, attributing 3 monsters with different types. That makes it a lot easier. You can only special summon Nerva once per turn. Cannot be destroyed by card effects while there is a card in the field zone. Once per turn, when you activate an Artmegia monster, quick effect, you can make that effect become destroy all cards your opponent controls. Once per turn, when you activate any Artmegia monster. Quick effect. So this is not an Artmegia, but if you activate any of the other ones, you can make that effect become destroy all cards your opponent controls. That is quite strong. That's also really cool design, in my opinion. Like changing previous monsters in the chain, like as you're building up a board, still being able to use those monsters' effects for this is that's pretty interesting. I like that a lot. Got to see the field spell. Yes, we will have to see the field spell. I'm just thinking, once per turn when you activate an Artmegia monsters effect. So yeah, this guy quick effect fusions, but you can just change it into wipe the board. And then these also activate in hand, so you can activate it in hand while you control an Artmegia card, and then change the effect to blow up the board without even summoning it. Or I guess you'd want to summon her, add the card back, and then use your quick effect and change that to blow up the board. These are interesting. I'm still not seeing an easy answer to the archetypes working together, because this gets you Medeus, this gets you Artmegia, but not the imprisoned deity card, which I guess is just him so far. Interesting. I'll have to look more into this after reading all the cards. Nerva, as in Minerva, the Roman goddess of the arts. So yeah, I guess all this stuff is like seeming like it's themed around a school and classes and teachers and stuff. And Medeus the Innocent is the main character. So the field spell, during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Medeus the Innocent in addition to your normal summon set. Okay, that will help you get out that owl guy and then normal summon your Medeus. The second effect, you can discard 1 spell trap and declare a name of 1 Artmegia monster you do not control. Add the declared monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from outside the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except Artmegia and Medeus. That is a crazy lock. You cannot special summon from outside the extra deck for the rest of the turn. You're locked into special summoning from your hand. You're locked into out of special summoning from the graveyard, except Artmegia and Medeus the Innocent. That's a very strong, that's a very overbearing lock. But the last part says you can only declare each card name once per turn to activate this effect of this card's name. You can discard 3 cards and just search up all 3 of the... That's wild. You can discard spell trap, declare 1 name, and then you could declare another name that you haven't declared before and do it again. Now I kind of see why there's the lock. Wow, that's kind of crazy. More ebb and sun interaction, right? That's crazy. That is a crazy field spell. Doesn't lock out Alistair. Yeah, it doesn't prevent you from summoning anything else out of the extra deck. Like, you can summon anything from the extra deck, but that's a very interesting worded effect, and it's also crazy that it's not a once per turn. This one's called Theorealize. Normal spell, send a Medeus the Innocent from your deck to the graveyard, look at the top card of your opponent's deck, and place it either on top or bottom. You banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster you control, and declare 1 monster type and attribute. It becomes a declared type and attribute until the end of your turn. Actually, this is Monarch support. Mega Monarch support, I should say. Normal summon Alistair, normal summon Medeus. Go for it, Michael. But not a crazy spell. Getting Medeus into the graveyard. Is there a way to summon Medeus from the graveyard? I know this set it could grab it from graveyard, but it takes a Medeus. Now, this adds Artmegia card from graveyard. This special summons from graveyard, but it's an Artmegia monster. I don't see an apparent way of getting him out of the graveyard. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, duh. He has a built-in, if he's in your graveyard, you can shuffle back a monster from your hand or field to special summon this. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now why you do want to Foolish Burial it. So this sends Medeus. You get a little bit of advantage by looking at the top card of their deck and either keeping it on top or bottom. Not too shabby if you know it's like a dead card. They don't do this very often, so I'm, at least from my best guess, manipulating the top card of your opponent's deck is quite strong in competitive formats. That's my best guess from what I know about Magic. And then changing type and attribute. I know changing type is important, but I'm wondering if there's anything that they want to change attributes for. Nonetheless, it helps. I guess this is supposed to help activate those effects that say you need 3 different types in play. Artmegia Masterwork Succession. Quick play. During the main phase, fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including an Artmegia monster. Then if there's a card in the field zone, the monster gains 500 attack. This is during the main phase. I know they don't like doing fusions not during the main phase. During your main phase, you can banish a card from your graveyard, then target 3 Artmegia cards in your graveyard with different names, shuffle them into the deck. I like that a lot. You can put the fusion back into the extra deck. You can also shuffle back the other Artmegia cards if searching for them becomes easier than adding them from graveyard back to hand. And then when this is banished, you guys can use a cool card that's basically a format staple now, DD Post, to get it back into your deck by banishing something else. Yeah, I'm going to mention DD Post as much as I can from now on. Artmegia Vandalism Assault, continuous spell. So this can be face up in play, and you can summon those other guys from your hand because they just need an Artmegia card in play. You only activate one of this card's name per turn. When this card resolves, you can add a Medeus the Innocent from your deck to your hand. Nice. You target a face up monster you control. That face up monster can be treated as an Artmegia monster if used as fusion material this turn. So you can target your Medeus and it can make it an Artmegia until end of turn. If Artmegia, the Academy, City of Divine Arts, I don't think we've seen that. Oh, that's the field spell. If the field spell you control will be destroyed by card effect, you can send this card you control to the graveyard instead. Pretty good card. I like this a lot. Making Medeus an Artmegia probably makes fusion summoning way easier. Having this in play lets you special summon the other guys, the Artmegia cards, so that's nice. Artmegia Banish Change. Normal spell. Place in the field spell from your deck or graveyard face up in your field zone, or if you control it, you can add an Artmegia card from your deck to your hand instead, except itself. So this either gets the field spell or gets anything else if you have the field spell. That's pretty good. When your Artmegia monster is targeted for an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the attack, and you can special summon a Medeus the Innocent from your hand. In Domain, it's probably going to be pretty rare that Medeus is in your hand, but again, you can use DD Post to recycle this. And the last card here, we got a trap. Artmegia Masana Awakening. Messana. Normal trap. You can only use one of the first and second effects and only once a turn. Okay, so you gotta pick one or the other. Special summon an Artmegia monster or Medeus the Innocent from your deck. Also, this turn, the activation of your cards and effects that include an effect to fusion summon a fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent can activate cards or effects when a fusion monster is summoned this way. So, Branded lost. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target an Artmegia monster you control, return to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, destroy one card your opponent controls. Yeah, I mean, so after just seeing all of these, again, this banishes itself. You can get it back with DD Post. I am noticing it's not super apparent to me how they will play out, because some of their support seems really good and some of their support seems kind of meh. Like this seems meh. I mean, I guess Foolish Barreling Medinas is the best part of this card. This is a fusion that gives it a 500 boost. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see some combos, see some play, maybe try it out myself. I'm still not sure exactly how to get them all into the same domain, to be honest. This is an Imprisoned Deity Earth Illusion. This is an Artmegia card. So we kind of need something that mentions, so far I haven't seen anything that mentions Artmegia and Imprisoned, except him. So, but then if you play him, you can't play Medeus, because he's a dark fairy, and that owl is an earth illusion. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might have to try and talk to the guys in the domain Discord and see if anybody else there has some ideas for who could be Deckmaster. But I am excited because I do like, you know, one, it's a lore archetype. So this is just gonna be the first of many waves. Secret Village says this has me really excited for the next gen, to be honest. GX music playing in my head. We're back to school. This is the first wave of support for the archetype, or series of archetypes. This is just Harry Potter, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sure. And it's a fusion summoning series, so I'm all on board already. Yeah, Editor San makes a good point. You can play the Sky Scourges as Deckmaster. 2 of them have Earth, Dark, and Light in their domains. That would be everything. You're totally right, Editor. Editor is one of our top brewers, sharpest minds in the Discord. He was already on that. So I'm definitely excited to see more support for this because I would like to see it more fleshed out. This is just the first bare bones set of cards. I think it's got a good start. Maybe once everything has like a little bit more relevant than Sky Scourge as a Deckmaster, then it'll be really cool. Either way, yeah, I personally like seeing a series of cards that seem kind of difficult to put into a domain because, I don't know, kind of seems like a puzzle. And once somebody finds something that works pretty well, they'll tell everybody else in the domain Discord. I'm very much hopeful and excited about this archetype or series of archetypes, whatever. I can't wait to see what else comes out.